and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a get ready for summer look for you, and this is combining a lot of kind of summer appropriate makeup, a lot of bronzy shades, a lot of apricot shades, a lot of gold and sparkle, and really it's hot outside, it's gorgeous, and I am just in the mood to do something really summer appropriate. I've also combined it with some, really loose, beachy, casual waves. And I love that about summer, that you can just be completely cash, yet still look quite glam. Just dressing it up with some pretty layered necklaces, some nice white is always such a fabulous color for any season really, but especially for the summer. It's so fresh and clean and cool looking. So I really hope that you enjoy this tutorial, and I will catch up with you soon. I've already primed my skin with Maybelline Age Rewind primer. And it's kind of a silicone based primer, so I quite like it, but don't put too much of it on. That's the trick, because you can end up feeling quite greasy. So anyway, I've popped that on, and I'm going to use my L'Oreal Magique Lumi foundation. This is one that I keep bringing around every summertime because it is fairly dark even on my skin. So I'm just gonna dot that on. And I've got an interesting mirror situation here, so bear with me as I look to the side, because that's where my mirror is. And just using my dampened beauty blender. This is a Chichi one, which is actually really good. It's starting to get a little bit firm though. It's not as bouncy as it used to be, but I really like them. I think the Beauty Blender is a lot of money for what is essentially a sponge, but it is, I know it's good quality, but this is good too. All right, so I've got a new concealer to try out on camera today. So this is the Rimmel Match Perfection. It's new to me, it's not new for you or for anyone. So this is the 2-in-1 concealer and highlighter, and I got the shade Soft Beige. So it's got like a brush applicator, and I'm just going to squeeze it up the brush, which I can't see it coming out. Is it coming out? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's coming out. Oh, it looks pretty light. Oh gosh, look at that. So I'm just going to pop that on. Oh, I like the applicator. That's great. So just use that Beauty Blender again and blend it all in. So now I'm going to get some of my Lorac Behind the Scenes Eyeshadow Primer and just pop a tiny bit on my lids. Now I'm going to get my Lorac Unzipped palette, and I'm going to use some of the lighter shades. So these ones on the end here, gold and taupey pinky shades. So get a dense brush, and I'm going to get this color here, this gold undiscovered, and I'm going to pop this all over my lid, okay? This is a beautiful gold, and this is what I'm going to go for, I think. I'm going to do like a ready for summer kind of look, because we are a few weeks away from the official start of summer. It's going to be 36 degrees here today, so summer for us in Perth has well and truly begun, which is awesome. I love summer. I always get like a little bit freaked out before the actual summer hits, because honestly, like it's pretty unrelenting. You get 40-degree days for, months on end. So, I mean, it's not always that hot, but pretty much like the middle of the day, it's hot. So, but that's just awesome, because I love living here. Seriously, if you have not been to Perth, if you have not been to Australia, you have to do it. Like, Australia is the most beautiful country in the world. I have to say, like, I've traveled a lot, and we're really unique. We've got a beautiful freedom about our country. I really believe that this is one of the best places to live, and like I said, I've traveled, so I'm not saying that lightly. Plus, I was raised over east, so I kind of have experienced a lot of Australia. Also lived in Brisbane for a while, so yeah, I love Australia. Okay, so I think I am just going to darken up. So we've got the gold going on. I'm going to put probably a mixture maybe of Uncensored, which is this brownie sparkly shade, and Unbelievable. In this Unzipped palette, these shades are really like shimmery, iridescent, not iridescent, that's kind of means that they're see-through. They're like shiny shades, so shimmer and lots of sparkle to them, which it can look a bit full on sometimes, but I love that you get that real beachy summer look with some of the less mauvey shades. So I'm just going to darken up that crease, not too much, because I don't want to look too done for summer, you know. So just get a clean finger, and I'm going to get that nice cream shade called Undercover, and that's what I'm going to use to highlight my brow bone. Yeah, that's pretty basic. And I will use actual highlighter on my brow bone, but I just feel like that gives you a bit of a polished look when you can kind of block out those hairs, because I'm not always the best at keeping up with, you know, the eyebrow routine. I've got a really busy life. I mean, I know everyone has a busy life. We're all busy nowadays, but I've got 2 children, I've got 2 jobs, I've also got, you know, my YouTube stuff going on. So yeah, I'm a busy lady, but that's why I feel like, you know, if we can have little shortcuts here and there and that make us look better and feel better, it's a good thing. So now I've got my Bare Minerals Frame and Define pencil. I love this pencil. And I'm just going to fill in my brows, okay? So this takes a while, so sit tight. So then I've also got, because my brows are very unruly, I've got the Australis brow tint. Now I always use the brow tint, but I got a new color. So I always go for light brown, but this is actually blonde. And I've just found, since I've gone a little bit blonder, it just adds a little bit of a blonde look to my brows. And I really like it. It's just, you got to be careful. You got to blend it quite well. But it just makes some of the hairs look a little bit blonder than they actually are. So yeah, I like that look. All right. I just find like when I'm doing my eyes, if my eyebrows are done, I feel like it's just a lot easier to get the look that I want to get without going overboard on the eyeliner. So I'm going to pop some eyeliner in. This is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Black Fever. And I'm just going to line my lower lash line with this. Lower lash line, my upper lash line, but right against the lashes, okay? So I'm not going to wing it out at all. I want this to look summery and pretty, but not dramatic. I don't want it to look like I've got a whole lot of makeup on. So I've just done that, lined my lash line. I always say lower lash line, but people think the lower lash line is that, and it is, but I just seem to call my upper and my lower. Boring story. Okay, so I'm going to curl my lashes. And I've also got something else new to show you, which is, I have opened it so it's easier. I haven't used it though. This is the Covergirl Super Sizer 400% corner to corner volume. So I haven't seen any YouTubers use this, and Priceline had an amazing sale, so I picked it up. It's got a huge tube on it, so I'm guessing it, oh, and look how tiny the brush is. That's crazy. Okay, it's really unusually shaped, so let's give this a go. I just can't even believe the volume that gives. That is amazing. I'm just like really happy right now. Covergirl, I thought I'd written you off, but I'm really impressed. All right, so that's my eyelashes. This, if you want to go out and buy a great mascara that's really easy to apply, Super Sizer. Like, I know I've got to see how it wears during the day, but that is actually incredible. It looks like I've put probably like 10 coats on, and I've literally just, what you see me do, And my eyelashes look so black. I may do a blog post on that because seriously, that is impressive. Okay, let's keep moving because I'm taking ages. Now, I'm going to bronze my face. I've been shopping quite a bit lately. I also got this amazing It Cosmetics fan brush. This was like, I saw this a few months, well, it's been a few months ago, like maybe a year ago on some channels. And I ended up finding it on AliExpress and I just wanted to buy it and try it. But isn't it gorgeous? Like this big fan brush fits perfectly into your contour for bronzing. So you need to use it with quite a big pan. So I've got my Essence Sunny Bronzer for dark skin. And it does pick up a lot of products. So I just kind of pat it in there, brush it off, blow it off. And then because it is so big, it's so easy just to buff into the skin. And it's super soft. And we're doing a summer look, so you know, don't be shy with the bronzer. There's nothing worse in a summer look than looking pale. I mean, unless you just can't help it, but the whole thing about summer is being bronzed, is it not? I'm loving the way that's looking. I look so bronzed. Okay, so I also picked up, because a little bit of, I didn't bring my blush brush, that's weird. I'll just use this. Okay, so I've got the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick. This is in the color Nectar. This is the only shimmer brick I own, but I think it's weird, it's like making a noise. I think it's a beautiful one because it's got like peaches and golds in it, which really, like, for one, suit me, but I kind of feel like they suit anyone. So I'm just going to use this as my blush today because I don't want to look too done or too rosy. I want to look glowy and like glowy and summery. You see that? So now I'm going to get my Australis highlighting contour kit because I want to give myself a bit more of a highlight. So just get this lighter shade on the end here, and I've got this Models Prefer airbrush concealer brush, but this is also really good size for popping on your highlighter. And especially how I do it, like I literally just put it on the tops of my cheekbones. Can you, I mean, you can see that already. See how it just picks up the light, and then I pop it up here on my brow bone. Pop it up here. I pop it down the bridge of my nose and a little bit on the end. On my chin here. So you just really want to think about like where you want light to hit. And I mean, if you've got like a big pimple somewhere, don't put highlighter on that pimple, because like if I had a pimple up here, I probably would just skip this step because it'll bring it out more. So yeah, you just want to only highlight with over skin that's looking really good, because all that stuff it'll come out of your face. And here where I've got the bronzer, it'll recede more because it's darker. So I think that's a concept that most people get now. So yeah, I'm now going to use some lippy, and I've got, this is also new for me. This is the Rimmel Exaggerate Eastend Snob, and I saw this on Amelia Liana's channel. She raved about it, so I was like, yes, I must pick that up, especially because my Kohl's had 50% off all Rimmel products, so I was like, yes, I will. So just line your lips, easy peasy. Next I've got this Rimmel, what is it called, Rosetto Lasting Finish lipstick, and it's a really pretty peachy nudie color, and it smells so good. All these Rimmel lipsticks, they smell like Hubba Bubba. Do you remember that smell? So good. I could literally just eat it, but I won't. So just pop this on. Okay, so have a little look. Is there anything missing? Probably could do a little bit more of a contour. Yeah, so I'm going to get that contour and highlight palette again. And I'll just use that brush that we use to highlight, because I don't really have any other brushes down here. I'm going to get, this typically is a contour shade. These are more bronzy shades because they're warmer. You usually contour with a cool shade because shadows are generally very cool in color. So, well, they are really, if you think about it. So I'm just going to get a tiny bit because these are very pigmented. Like the amount that it picks up is crazy. And I don't want it to look too strong. So just get it on the brush. And because the brush is so precise, I'm just going to have to just smooch up a bit. That's good. See how it's just created that shadow there? So I just get a tiny bit more of a polished, chiseled out look. All right, so the last thing I'm going to do is get a little brush and some of this L'Oreal Gold Imperial Infallible Shadow. This is like this is a pressed pigment, so it's got a little stopper on it that keeps all the pigment in place. I'm just going to put this in the corners of my eyes, and this opens up the eyes, but because this is a summer look, it also is really pretty and bronzy, and yeah, it just adds a really nice little touch. Oh, I love that. So gorgeous, this color. This is one of those colors that I always forget's in my makeup drawer, and then when I see it, I'm like, oh, I forgot I had that. And then when I use it, I think, why don't I use you all the time? So that's the finished look, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I feel like it's a really simple look for summer. And look, it's really hot outside and I'm just in the mood to look a bit more summery, a bit more, I don't know, like those gorgeous peach shades. And yeah, I feel like this is done and you've really, you know, spent some time to look nice, but you don't look overdone and you don't look, you know, you look appropriate for the season. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, make sure that you let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and also leave me a comment below of what you'd like to see next. I do have some holiday Christmas type party makeup coming up. I also have a cool tone smoky eye coming up, and yeah, I'll catch you up soon. Make sure that you subscribe. See you guys.